In this video, I want to talk about a world record I'm going to try to break with a 4.5 mile shot using my 416 Barrett. Now, this is some of the dope for the shot. My rifle picture on this image is actually the angle that it would be sitting on in real life. Right here, my rifle's going to be sitting at a 22.56 degree angle. My aim point's going to be 9,266 feet above the target. The target's going to be 4.5 miles away. Right here, I wanted to illustrate how my rifle scope is going to be viewing the target straight out across the horizon. Even though the rifle's on this steep angle, I'm going to be putting a Ultimate Charlie in front of my scope with about 1,300 minutes of angle or more, depending on what the weather actually is out there. I made a video about the Ultimate Charlie if you wanted to check it out. It gets into a lot more detail, and then I have some footage later on in this video showing how the Charlie works for people that never heard of them before. My bullet's going to be leaving the rifle at 3,300 feet per second with 11,000 foot-pounds of kinetic energy. It's going to reach an estimated height of around 4,603 feet above the target before it starts to descend into the target. By the time it gets to the target, it's only going to be traveling at 689 feet per second with about 500 foot-pounds of kinetic energy. This is my Desert Tech HTI rifle, chambered in 416 Barrett. It has a longer 42-inch barrel, Eric made from ENS Tactical. I have a 7x35 Night Force scope on it. I've just completed some 2 and 3 mile shooting with this rifle to true up my ballistic tables for my 4.5 mile shot. This is the grouping of the new load I developed for this rifle. This part of the video, I wanted to show how the Charlie worked for people that never seen or heard of one before. This is the Charlie mounted on my 416 Barrett with the old barrel before I had the new one made. I have a trigger cam on the back of my scope so you can see what it looks like looking through the scope. So now I'm going to get some video of the roller. I'm going to start at the top, zero my rifle on the top of the roller, and work my way down, adding minutes angle using the Charlie. Here we are. We're sitting at the top of the roller. My rifle zeroed. This is the first click. It's 50 minutes. This next click is 150 minutes. This is 250 minutes, 350 minutes, 450 minutes. Get the roller back in line. Here's 550 minutes. And then here's 650 minutes. So with the rifle just over 25 yards from the target, that made my minute of angle 0.247 inches, which at 650 MOA would be about 160 3/4 inches in elevation. Now I'm going to decrease my MOAs from 650 up to 0, and my crosshairs will be back on the top of the roller. John Baker at TACCOM HQ makes these things. They are really accurate. He's making me my Monster Charlie, as I call it. He calls it the Ultimate Charlie, for my 1,300 plus or minus MOA that I'm going to need for this shot. I should be picking it up in the next month, and I'll make a video about that for anyone that's interested in seeing the thing. So stay tuned, and hopefully I'll have some good news in October, or an interesting video of the miss and the attempts and all the stuff that went with the shot that I attempted.